Yeah, but like, exactly.
Nice.
Famously uncontroversial.
What are you guys doing anyway?
All right, yeah. We just had catering, and now I'm like low energy. I'll try and get motivated though.
Yeah, did the carbs help? That's a good question.
Yeah.
But I feel a lot more well for having eaten.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's
Absolutely. You need some kind of sustenance, I find,
That's
to
it.
function.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I think adrenaline rush into that starting to wear off. Into
Yeah. Sleep.
Yeah.
Let's go to bed.
Loads of carbs.
Sleep, man.
Yeah.
Sleep.
How about you? How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely exhausted. Last week, I'm a nurse, and last week I was on night shift.
Oh my god.
And then I've come straight for. I had 1 day off to sleep, 1 day off to pack, and then we had to travel up from the island. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm not here. I don't know how I'm sure that I'm just
Yeah.
chatting absolute. But when I'm like talking to bands and stuff, I'm like,
sounds good.
hi.
I think those make the best conversations.
Do you know what, though?
honestly,
I was
when
just
you're a bit,
gonna say
more
that.
loosey-goosey and not too worried. Yeah.
I'm not a very structured person when it comes to interviews. I'm the twat that's like, what's your favourite video game? Let's just have a chat.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah,
We love that
exactly,
shit
yeah.
as well.
That's cool.
That's great.
Yeah, and I think it's good. You know, we don't have anything to promote.
Well,
anymore.
exactly. We're not promoting.
So yeah,
so
we're done. So yeah.
It's a different, in terms of thinking of questions, it's been a different one for me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's only really one thing to talk about, which
Yeah.
I apologise for. I am
That's
obviously
fine.
going to talk about it a lot.
For sure.
No,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But on a personal level, that was very special.
Oh, thanks, dude.
It was special to watch.
Yeah,
it was
it means
very
a lot.
moving.
Thank you.
Really, really
yeah,
moving.
very fun. Not sunk in yet.
No. Everyone. This funny effect has been happening where we've started to, because we were just fanning about with our bits, and then like going to catering, and now we've started to like talk to people who have been, oh, great set, like I really found it moving, and it's suddenly, I think it's really starting to like
Starting to hit you.
feel a lot more real now. I was like, oh yeah,
Go home
we
and have a
did
good
that.
cry.
Yeah, honestly.
That's it. If
Our drummer sort of did that on the way when we were. Sorry,
Oh.
interrupting. Sorry.
No. You go.
When we were driving back, we were driving our gear back to the car park. He just best to do. It's like, because it all just came.
No,
Like,
even like, because I was at the side of the stage, like other side of the barrier, but the side of the stage,
Right,
and I was
right.
just watching everyone, and the looks on their faces was just so like, not just into it emotional, but this is the last
there were
time.
people crying.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really.
It was awesome.
Amazing.
Were you sneaking a photo?
That's cool.
Go on then.
Not gonna lie. I wowed up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it was very special.
Yeah, sorry about that. But that's also kind of was what we were going for. I mean, we're a bit like that. I don't know. We're
For
very
a main-
feelingsy
yeah.
band.
For a main stage set, it was very intimate.
Yeah.
In
Circle
that
bits
way.
are over, support circles are in. Just
You
get
got
everyone
to.
crying.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The hug thing, the trustful.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a banging shot of a hug. Where is it? It's gorgeous. Not just plugging my husband's work, you know. Just
Oh yeah, no, do it.
Oh,
look,
that's so
Mills
nice.
and Ed. That is
So
an
nice.
amazing shot. Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude, thank you so much for getting that.
I love seeing photos.
We'll send them all across.
Yeah, please do,
obviously.
thank you.
He got
We'll,
some other bangers, but that one's like, as you say, it's like
That's so
it's
moving.
emotional.
Because also, I mean, sorry to waffle, but like,
Please do.
we were just saying, like, Ed, like, we all used to go to Devil Soul gigs before we started this band, and I was saying, like, if my band is ever as cool or as big or as interesting as
That's
Devil
so
Soul,
special.
like, I love that Mills loved them, like, we fucking love them, and then
Yeah.
he's coming on doing guesties
Yeah.
for our family. It's crazy.
Yeah. She got
Very
to do guesties
auspicious.
for that
Very
as well.
special.
Yeah, and she did guest vocals for them last year as well. So anyway,
Yeah.
very
Mad, isn't
moving.
it? It's,
Very
yeah,
moving.
it all comes full circle.
Sure does. Alrighty.
Huh? No, I'm not done. I'm getting into it. So, obviously going back to what I was talking about, how it was really, really difficult to think of questions to ask you guys, and you know, all the generic, tell me about yourselves, tell me about where you come from, and all this stuff, but I cannot not talk about what just happened.
Sure.
It was so special,
Thanks, dude.
even the
Thank
other
you.
side of the barrier, so what it must, you know, feel like for you guys.
I think, I think in some ways there's a little bit of a numbness, like it's not really quite sunk in yet, but while we were playing, there were times when I got very, very emotional, where I really felt like what was happening and spotted some people in
I
the
saw
crowd
it.
who've been with us for the whole time, and there's a couple who are in the front row who proposed at our album show and all this sort of stuff, like just extraordinary stories and people, and like, I don't know, Dom, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it's the same sort of thing. Yeah, just numb during it. It flew past. Like the final headline show we did, like flew past so quickly. and now doing this, I just didn't know what to expect. You know, it's 6 months out. We've not really played together. We don't get to see each other that much because, you know, I'm up in Manchester, everyone's all around. And I was like, I really want to play this. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends, you know, most all. And then just
the shock and numbness. No, please, because it's
just being up on stage with my best friends and getting to see people feeding off it, and it was amazing. I couldn't look at the crowd most of the time. I kept on turning around and just like looking at Lewis instead, because I was like, I'm gonna die up here.
Honestly, it was one of the most special goodbyes I've ever seen from a band. So
thank you very much.
Just to make that even more emotional for you.
Thank you. No.
What's next?
Fuck all. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I was. A load of people have asked us this, like, personally, when we said we were splitting up, and I'd love to do another band. Whether I've got it in me, I don't know. I think it'd be nice to have some downtime and figure out stuff. I would love to do soundtracks. That's like my big thing. If I get back into music, I think rather than sitting on, just a tour bus a van for, hours on end and just like sleeping on floors, maybe I'll just write soundtracks from the comfort of my home and it'd be better.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
But I don't know. Yeah.
I'm working on something, but it will be very radically different to this. Like totally different.
Without giving it away, tell us more.
You'll see. It's very, 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 very different. That's all I can say. And I love it. It will be like, it will be
experimental.
Very more experimental,
okay.
but a bit more family friendly as well in its own way. But
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, exactly.
Yes.
I mean, it's like
we're all Bluey fans here, right?
I think like if you enjoy if there are aspects of what we did here that resonate with you around the kind of like there's a spiritual underpinning to what we do, and like a kind of hopefully what we communicate is a sense of real like purpose and a kind of a sense of like ritual practice, all that kind of stuff. If that is of interest to you, then like this thing, which may not come out for a very, very long time,
let it cook.
You will be well up your stream, but it's not going to sound anything like Ithaca.
Colour me excited. So ArcTanGent as a festival, for it being your last show, how does that make you feel, it being ArcTanGent?
Yeah, I mean, there was a reason why we chose it to be the last one, really, because it's always been a kind of career. It's always been a pivot point for the band playing. Like every single time we played, it was represented a step up. Like the first time we played a smaller stage around the similar time. I think the smallest stage, and there were loads of people there, and the crowd was really wild, and people had brought their own like confetti cannons and all this sort of stuff. And then the second time we played a much bigger stage, and it was just after we put the album out, and it was like, all of these things, like it always represented a really transitional time for us. So there's definitely a poetry in
Speaking of releasing things, how have people found the very last single? Because it was in May, wasn't it?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhere.
I mean, there were people singing along at the show, so I hope it's gone well,
I think
it's one of those things where because that's it, you're not really worried about the numbers and how many playlists is this going to get on. It's just sort of like, this is a song that we're proud of and it's out there and hopefully people like it.
Like a goodbye present.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Just a little one last thing,
I think
it's awesome.
in putting a lot of it together, I gave everything of myself to that track, and I think that comes across. And I think like all of us, like everything we put into it, everything that the band is, I think is quite well summarised in it. And so I think, we got a lot of messages from people just being like, "Oh, you're gonna make me cry."
Well, you did.
I think we did. Sorry, we did.
Oh, buddies. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.